Hi, this is Abby from Witchcraft Criminal History. How are you doing today? Hopefully you're doing well. This is an update video. I have just put up the Easter special, which is on Bonnie and Clyde. So if you like Bonnie and Clyde, the video is now up. It took me a while to get it done. It took me a lot longer than I thought it was going to take, and I do apologise. And it's one of my longest videos. It goes for nearly an hour. So if you like Bonnie and Clyde, hop over to that video and have a look at it. Alright. So, university is going to be starting up again soon because it's during the school break at the moment. And I am going to start a new file on this channel. This one will be hopefully on every single Saturday. And this is going to be called the Missing Persons Files, where I will be looking at cases to do with missing persons. I'll primarily be doing them in my own country, in Australia, and I will be putting down the description box of each video of the Crime Stoppers phone number. However, I will be going to overseas cases as well. So if you do know of a really important case of the US or the UK or anywhere for that matter that you believe that I should do a video on, please let me know and I'll do my research on that particular video along with the proper contact details for the proper authorities. Because the main thing is, this, people do not just vanish into thin air. There is a reason to it. And personally, for myself, I know what it's like to have a person who's gone missing. For me, I hardly knew my uncle. I only just recently, met my uncle. Because my uncle was considered over in the UK as a missing persons for over 30 years. And over those 30 years, my family didn't know whether he was alive or dead. No one knew. He was a missing person. My grandmother didn't know whether her son was alive, whether her son was dead, and he pretty much broke her heart. She did not know what happened. And, my entire family, was devastated. They didn't know what happened to him. But sometimes people disappear because they want to disappear. And they don't want to be found. And that was the case with my uncle. We only recently found him. And another reason why we found him was because he married someone and she believed that he should get in contact with his family again. And that's how we know he was still alive. And, going all right. But for over 30 years, my family didn't know that. He was considered a missing person. So yeah, and a lot of people, especially when it comes to missing persons, or crime for that matter, a lot of the misconception is a lot of times people think, oh, it's not going to happen to me. It's not going to happen to me. My partner's not going to disappear. My children are going to disappear. My mother, my father are not going to disappear. Or they're not going to get killed by someone else. That's never going to happen to me. The truth is, a lot of families think of that. And a lot of families, unfortunately, lose their loved ones. To crime or to disappearance. So I will be doing a video on that, but there will be some cases which I will be combining. For instance, like the Beaumont children. I will be doing a video on the Beaumonts. Because the Beaumonts is a case where I think about 4 children, different ages from the same family, just vanished. And this will happen in the 70s, and to this day they don't know what happened to the children. They don't know whether the children are alive or dead. And, if they're alive, where are they? Where are they? What are they doing? Even the youngest ones will be grown-ups by now. They would have been fully grown. So what happened to them? It's a really, really unusual case for more than one child from one family being disappeared in thin air. Literally vanished off the side of the earth. And especially when it comes to children, there's got to be foul play involved. Children do not get up and disappear. Adults, they can. And there's like a big misconception with missing persons as well, is that a lot of people, especially with the media like to say, oh, you do this, but the truth is, you don't. There's a misconception if somebody close to you is missing that you have to wait for 24 hours to contact the police. That is false. That's false. That is not true. If this person is out of character for them, it's out of character, and you know for a fact that they will contact you if they're going to be late, but they don't turn up, do not wait for 24 hours. Get on the phone to the police, call the police, and let them know that your loved one is missing. Because it's out of character. And that's a universal thing that's not only in Australia, but that's also in the US and the UK. And if you get some schmuck police officer says, oh, you got to wait for 24 hours, that is a load of crap. Because if you're concerned about it, and it's out of character for the person who's gone missing, it is your right to get the police involved. Do not allow them to say, oh, it's going to take 24 hours. It is not going to take 24 hours, because if somebody's missing, if somebody gets abducted, if you wait 24 hours, the chances of you getting that loved one back alive is very, very low. Extremely low if you get them back alive. Because most people are killed, if they've especially been abducted, they are killed within the first 24 hours. That is a fact. That's the reason why you do not wait for 24 hours. Because because time is precious. If you wait for 24 hours to notify someone who's disappeared, it could cost them their life. Fair enough, the police might not be able to find them in time, and it's a lost cause, but at least the police are onto it. It's better the police be onto it within 24 hours than waiting for 24 hours and then trying to find the person. Because as I said, time is life. Every moment counts. Every second counts when it comes to missing persons. And that's very, very important, especially with children. If a child disappears, it is well known that within 24 hours, nearly all children who are abducted are killed within 24 hours. It is extremely, extremely rare for a child to be returned to the families. It does happen. Like with Mr. Cruel, he did that quite a few times. He abducted children from their own homes, and he kept them hostage for a few days, doing horrible things to them, and then setting them free. So that does happen. But it's extremely, extremely rare. And then sometimes with some of them, they kept them for decades. Literally for decades, doing God knows what to them. And only now have they been discovered. But those cases are rare. Are extremely rare. So every second counts when it comes to missing persons. So, as I said beforehand, if you've got a loved one who's out of character for them just to disappear, not return home, or not to meet you somewhere, and they always do, get onto it. get onto it right away. Notify the authorities. And as I said, if they start putting that crap on you and saying, oh, you gotta wait 24 hours, that is a load of crap. That is a falsehood, because you don't know what happened to them. They might not have been abducted, they could have been involved in an accident. And if the police aren't aware of it, they're not going to search the route. And that has happened. Like, I know there was one case where 2 teenage girls just vanished. They didn't know what happened to them. They didn't know whether they're alive or dead. And 30 years later, after these 2 teenage girls disappeared, they found one of the teenage girls' car at the bottom of a river. Because what happened? She somehow, swerved off the road and crashed into the river, and they were both killed. So sometimes there's no foul play, it is just an accident. Or they're having a medical emergency and they can't get help. So time is life. Every second counts. So yeah, every single Saturday I will be doing a video on missing persons. So yeah, and if you guys got any video requests you want me to do in regards to missing persons, serial crimes, or criminal history, for that matter, because the last one with Bonnie and Clyde, they're not serial killers. They were pretty much gangsters, a gang. With its criminal history, or even witchcraft, leave a message and they'll say, oh, can you do this video? Or this type of video. I really enjoy talking to my viewers. So if you guys have got any questions in regards to things, I'm more than happy to talk to you. I'm more than happy to talk to you. It's like I had someone quite recently on my Zodiac video saying, some things and questioning about the Zodiac. I don't mind, that whatsoever. If you've got questions about our case, I don't mind, explaining further. If you've got any questions or you've got any queries about it, or you've got anything you want to be clarified, I'm more than happy to do that. I'm not going to bite. I'm very, very friendly, and I like talking about this stuff. So, yeah, feel free to leave a message, if you want to communicate about one of these videos. And, please support the channel by subscribing. Like my videos. So, if you like my videos, please like and subscribe. Have a great day, have a great Easter, and blessed be.